Hey JC's Oregon Homestead.
Hello.
Hopefully you can hear us too. I know I just asked about the music and connection's deteriorating real quick. Maybe we're not going to go live.
No.
Isn't so.
Yes.
Oh, anyway, we'll try.
We'll try to go live. I don't know. It's flashing red over here. So we might not be live very long, I guess. Hi, Pathways Homestead. I'm really not sure about the quality of our video here, but we'll just go with what we have because we don't have anything else. So how are you guys doing this week? Or I guess it's this week today.
This week today?
Yeah.
We've had a long week. This been a long 2 weeks.
Yeah. Had
Thank you, Strip Bear, for Oh, I know what you meant.
and hello. We've had a couple exciting things happen the last 2 weeks. Had a couple new additions to the farm and started tapping maple trees. I haven't got any finished maple syrup yet. I did boil, I don't know, probably 12 gallons down to a quart, but it's not finished yet. I want to go ahead and boil the next batch down before I finish it.
And we're waiting on it to warm up enough to run again, so...
Yeah, the sap froze in the buckets. So, did you want to put the pictures up, or you want to wait?
I think we'll wait a few minutes.
But yeah, so we've had started tapping our maple trees, and then we'll show pictures later. But we had a couple new additions born this week. I think they were both born this week, weren't they? Was one born last week?
Maybe...
Last weekend, maybe?
Maybe.
Because my brother was home the whole time. Well, actually, there was one born yesterday that I haven't got a picture of yet. Need to go tag that one this afternoon.
It's all snowy again. I'm pretty sure that the curse of the live is that it's snowy outside.
Yeah. Well, it's actually started to melt, but yeah, we had a pretty good amount of snow. But it came down Wednesday, I think. It started snowing Wednesday, and we got a pretty good amount. I know churches were canceled Wednesday, and I think school was canceled. Some schools were canceled Wednesday and Thursday. They just preemptively canceled on Wednesday because it was supposed to get bad, but I think they would have been fine.
It was supposed to start snowing much earlier, though, I think Wednesday than it did.
So, I'm working on my hat, finishing that up, but that's what I just put down. But we're getting pretty close to when we can start seeds. We were looking at our last frost dates and when we could start planting.
Did you come up with the same last frost date that I did?
Approximately. We can start onions outside March 15th. So it says.
No, it's just raining in Scotland.
Yeah, snow's kind of better than rain when it's cold because at least it's
not muddy.
Yeah. But it's muddy.
I was gonna say it's gonna be.
It's still muddy here. I mean, I was looking out in the field just a little bit ago, and it looked pretty muddy out there. It's still today.
I was gonna say it's supposed to be really warm this weekend, so it'll make everything really slushy.
Ooh. Okay, so I just got this out, our Clyde garden planter. It was with our seeds, and I've been kind of procrastinating on starting or planting seeds because then I didn't want to be like, oh, I have 3 more weeks or whatever. So I've been putting it off. But it says that we can start planting indoors cabbage and cauliflower this week. We could have already. So that's exciting. I'll probably try to do that this week then. Probably not this weekend.
I didn't figure we were doing cauliflower inside because we've had so much better luck planting stuff outside. But
I don't know. I don't really care about the cauliflower. I mean, I like fresh cauliflower, but I want to try a whole bunch of cabbage this year because I want to make our sauerkraut. I've been buying it at the store, and I've been buying the Still Alive in a pouch. It's got the gas lock in it so it can still breathe. I've been buying that at the grocery store, and that's
sauerkraut, right?
Sauerkraut. It's $5 for 1 pouch, and we go through a pouch and a half a week. So I want to grow a bunch of cabbage. So I will start some cabbage this week, and then I'll start some more outside probably later. But that's not I can't plant outside to the end of the next month, which is tomorrow, but end of the next month.
The month starts tomorrow, not
Yeah,
the end of the month.
nothing. The month starts tomorrow.
Okay. I just thought I'd ask.
Let's see. Then we can plant broccoli, start that indoors here in 2 weeks, which we probably won't start any broccoli indoors either. Where's the tomatoes? I can't start tomatoes. Tomatoes and peppers until it's just the last week in March. That's really sad. I wanted to start those like next week. So I have 1 other month. But spring's getting closer. Next Saturday, I think it's next Saturday. Or maybe it's next Sunday. It's the time change. So spring's coming. I know time doesn't change for everyone, but for us, time changes again on the 8th.
Maybe for the last time. We hope the last time. I really hope for the last time. I don't think our chat's working right. Oh, I bet our chat's not working right.
I don't know, I can't.
Maybe our stream's not working right. There.
Uh-oh.
Sound's on.
But it's not, the sound's on, but it's not on. There we go.
I was hoping there was going to be a few more people here before we change to show these pictures, but
You could shut place maybe if a whole lot more people come in.
okay. Are you ready?
Sure.
So this was the first tree to be tapped, right?
Yep. We used buckets last year, but on some of them we used buckets, but they got repurposed into feed buckets over the summer and fall. Mostly just summer because we have a whole bunch of chickens. So we didn't have the buckets we used last year, so we had to use those they're vinegar jugs, but so we had to go into town Monday and we bought 10 4-gallon square buckets, which I think maybe the next picture.
Well, as I said, we used it next picture, so.
We bought 10 of these square green buckets Part of the reason we got the square ones is we all have all round buckets for the other ones, so they can be designated sap buckets, and we'll know that they're for sap, not for tapping, or well, not for feeding. They're for sap, not for feeding chickens with.
Good.
And here's your horse, Cinnamon. This is one of the days. This is the day the first calf was born. This last 2 weeks. I went out to help Peg it.
And that was the one just this last week.
Yeah, that's the second calf. That was a little bull calf. Right, it was a bull calf. I think so.
Yes.
Get them all. Got all confused.
That was last night, right?
Yeah.
I took that picture from the porch, and by the time I actually got outside to take another picture that was nicer, the sun had already set.
Yeah. It happens quick. Yeah, this was the first calf. That's my brother. I think that one was a girl.
I think so. Does that tag side tell you anything?
Yeah, it's a boy or a girl. I get in trouble all the time for that. The boys are supposed to be on one ear and the girls are supposed to be on the other, but I can never remember which one's which. And then this is when we went out to tag the first calf. We found the goat right up next to one of the heifers. He was trying to keep warm, I guess. And here's me and my bull. That's Abe. He's hilarious, man. You can walk up to him and do whatever. He doesn't care. His mom, on the other hand, she's been to, I can't even tell you how many fairs she's been to, shown at. She won't let you touch her because she just wants to be left alone. She's not mean. She just wants you to leave her alone. And, I mean, this is her son, and just complete opposite personalities. And we're back to the beginning.
Alright, I'll bring the camera back up. There you go.
We have more pictures, but they were all on our phones, and we didn't get them pulled up. So maybe if we keep doing these lives, we'll get our act together eventually.
You figure it out anyway. Connection today that was leading me to believe that Hi Michelle.
Hi.
Let's put the chat back where you greet us.
I was sure.
You wanted to show that picture? You probably could just pull it up and just show it to the camera.
I was gonna try to make it full size, but
Turn it the other way.
oh, hold on. You gotta undo it. So let's see. This was last Saturday. Nice green grass, or mostly green and not as vibrant, but and then this is what we had Wednesday. This must have been Thursday.
Okay, thanks for showing up for a little bit at JC's Oregon Homestead.
See you later. Yeah, this was sorry. This was Thursday. They could have been Wednesday night or Thursday. I don't know, but anyway, that's how much snow we had.
Although it looks like it's melting if you look out.
Yeah, it started to melt.
I was gonna say, I think it said 40 for the high today, so I think we'll get rid of most of the snow today.
Yeah, I think I think Michelle, you were on Mother Utter's live stream last night. I think that's.
We were in a lot of lives the last couple of days.
I think. 'Cause there was a whole bunch of people from Ohio in that live stream.
Yeah, you joked about it being a live stream someplace else that was attended only by Ohioans.
In that Mother Utter, like a lot of the people were either from California, and then there was like 4 or 5 of us from Ohio, and I don't know, it's just
Sort of strange.
yeah. And then there was someone from south of Toledo, which I mean is there's there Northwest Ohio. We're in Northwest Ohio, so that's Northwest Ohio. Yeah, Michelle, I really like live streams too. It's probably my favorite thing is interacting with other channels on live streams. I mean, I watch quite a few other just like regular videos, but you don't get the interaction with everyone on the. It's snowing in Northeast Ohio. It's sunny and nice here in Northwest Ohio. I mean, we're south of Sandusky. You probably know where that's at, but so it's. I don't know.
Well,
We're not that far away from you, but
we don't get the snow. Lake effect snow.
well, we do.
Well,
Kind of.
not the same
Not
way.
the same way. So.
It's not our lake. We get lake effect snow, but it comes off of Lake Michigan, not.
I don't know. I don't study weather patterns at all.
You can see your.
My sour plant.
No, I was talking about your.
Oh, my sweet potatoes.
Your sweet potatoes. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I'm trying to start slips. I know a lot of people put them in water, but I just have just as good as luck to put them in the sprouts themselves, and so I brought them in here where it's warmer. It's warmer in here, so I tried to get in to start early. That's crazy that it's white out over there. I mean, huh?
We'd show you, but the camera wouldn't work. I promise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's blue skies and yeah, I know it's pretty warm out there.
I mean, it says 25 right now, but I don't know. I was only outside for a few minutes.
But it's warming up because now it says 27.
I took our little one to the grandparents' house, so I was only outside for a few minutes.
Last night was nice until it got dark and then.
It was windy yesterday, and it was cold, pretty much all day. One of our tap or our sap buckets blew over, so I ran out, and I just ran out my bare feet because it tried to get some grounding time in and about froze my feet off. Hi, Yellow Rose. Good to see you again this morning. Michelle, I don't know if you've heard of the Buckeye Sizzler. What is that? It's in June sometime. But like there's a whole bunch of Ohio channels getting, well, just viewers and just channels and viewers. They got together to make the Buckeye
It's an
Sizzler.
Ohio meetup.
Yeah, it's Ohio meetup. But I don't know exactly what day. It's in. I know it's in June, but I don't remember. Let's see. But it's down southern Ohio. June. Is it 6th?
So it's June 6th.
Okay. Nathan will get the link and put it in the chat if you're interested. You can just go look at it anyway if you want. But this will be the first year for it. Hopefully, we're hoping to get down there for that. Okay, but if your husband's heard of it, that's good enough. They've been planning it since last fall or something. I wasn't in on the planning, so I don't know. I'm not sure of all the details.
Although we know most of the people that are setting the hot tubs, so
Yeah, we know most of them. Some of them are closer to than others, but. Ugh. It's really warm in here, making me tired.
it is really warm in here in comparison to the rest of the house.
I would take my hat off, but I didn't do my hair this morning because I was rushing.
Hey, Wiccan Chicken!
I was.
Chicken's Homestead. There we go. Wiccan Chicken's Homestead.
I threw my hat on because I didn't have time to do my hair, so I wasn't able. We were just talking about all the Ohio channels that were in Mother Utter's live stream last night.
There's the last live we talked about losing a whole bunch of files and data on the computer. I think as of this morning that situation is finally fixed. I need to create a backup now so that it doesn't happen again. But I think that recovered almost all of those files, and it took 2 weeks. I've spent every spare moment the last week working on it, but so it's a relief for me to be done.
Yeah, I'm glad he's done too because it was taking a lot of mental energy to. I'm posting in the groups.
That we're live.
Yeah, probably should have done that like 24 minutes ago, but I didn't think about it. Oh, I probably should get the share link. I'll just click on it.
There we go. I just noticed we don't have a single moderator in the room.
Oops. Oh, okay. So you're new to Ohio. Well, did you come from someplace warm?
We're sorry.
I gotta figure out how to share this. Yeah, Michelle, I understand about birthdays and we have to go. We have a birthday we're gonna celebrate after this. My brother wanted to do lunch, but we already scheduled this. So, but quite honestly, if you have a February 29th birthday, you don't get to celebrate it very often. So.
Yeah, Michigan is colder. So welcome to the warmth.
Yeah. I know we watch the City Studs video, which he isn't too far into Michigan. But I think he gets more snow than us. And then Different is in Michigan too, but I don't know where they're at in Michigan.
They're much further up. Different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, Michelle. Yeah. Did you plan it to be on the 29th, or did she just come on her own time? I know some people try to plan it like but you know, some people try to plan it for the baby's born on the 29th or whatever, but Wiccan Chickens, I'm glad that you have a home in Ohio now. Well, except you. I don't know what the circumstances were in Michigan, but we're glad you. I don't know. Yeah, Yellow Rose. If you let people know when you'll be here, I'm sure that people can arrange something now. It probably won't be super huge, but the smaller gatherings are kind of nice because you get to talk to everybody.
I was worried about that when our little one was born, because I was worried about being in the middle of a big snowstorm.
I wasn't. He worries a lot more than I do this one.
Little backyard gardener.
So you're not. We're in Ohio, so you're not too far because we're in Northwest Ohio.
We used to, I used to travel up to watch the Detroit Tigers. It's not that. It's a day trip. A long day trip to watch a Detroit Tigers game.
You've only taken me once since we've been married.
I don't know. I don't care that much about sports. I really don't.
I don't either. I don't follow it, but it is kind of cool to go to a live ball game. I don't know. You could go to Toledo. It's much closer and watch the Mud Hens.
All right, you were back. You're back to Fan That Does.
I posted it on both groups and actually put it. Well, we're both from Ohio, and we live on my family farm. He grew up in town, so we're both Ohio natives. I don't know.
I tried to take the country over, it didn't work.
And he moved me to town for 4 years after we got married.
All right, thanks for coming.
I hope you guys have a good lunch. Of course, you didn't say you were eating or just. But yeah, we lived in town for 4 years, so then we moved back home, my home anyway.
You say it wasn't my home.
No, this is the house I grew up in, though, so. Well, for a while anyway. Then we moved to my grandma's house. Yeah, I know you drive semi. Do you guys make it up to like Sandusky, Toledo area, or are you mostly down south, like Cincinnati or Dayton? I am not sure what's all over on the river. I don't know any city towns over there. Where's Ohio? Miami. That's kind of a big town down southwest or southeast Ohio. Yeah, Wiccan, I don't really like living in town, but I do kind of miss. We live a while a ways from a grocery store, where we're right, on the farm, and there was a Kroger just down the 4 or 5 blocks or something. I don't even know. From when I lived in town, it took 2 minutes to drive there. You could walk there, or whatever. But here you don't have that luxury.
So if you forgot something for supper,
you're out of
the
luck.
recipe doesn't call for it anymore.
Yeah. There's Dollar General that we can go to, and a gas station, but it's a shooting in the dark because they probably don't have that anyway. Okay, well, if you the next time you're up here, I mean, we're around Sandusky. We're a little south of Sandusky, so.
I think I've talked to Chris before, and he knows where we live.
I don't know if maybe this is Stacy.
Oh, that's true. You could be right. I want to go to HOA though this year, just so that we can see them get married.
I know. We went last year to HOA, and the wedding party sounds really fun to go to. But okay, I figured it was Chris, but because Stacy's usually on her own name, but I don't want to assume. But yeah, your guys' wedding sounds like it's gonna be really fun. But we already committed to going to someplace else. Not during that same time, but we don't. Nathan only gets so many vacation days, so I don't know. Wicken Chickens, you must have a smaller town than we have. I mean, we have a pretty small town.
It's a village too.
Okay, it's a village too. But we have a gas station and there's two restaurants and
Dollar General.
yeah. But I don't know, there's four or five churches, so we're a little bit. We get extra traffic, but so that helps with the restaurants and stuff.
The chickens would be happy to see the ground again. I'd see more green. Keep seeing more green out there.
I think must have been yesterday. Over top of our water, the grass was starting to. Okay, I didn't think that you guys got up here like every week or anything, because there's
You have to be going someplace to go through Ohio.
yeah. Is Ohio one of the flyover states?
Yeah.
Or does that start with Indiana? I'm not sure. Ohio still has a lot of stuff, but
Or like the edge of the New England stuff.
man.
Well, that is a small village.
Well, not necessarily, because a lot of post offices closed because they're consolidating.
It's true.
I think I joined your guys' Facebook page, but now I'm not
No,
sure.
I did.
I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook.
You love to hate it.
Yeah, mostly. I cannot tell you the amount of times I've almost deleted that thing. It's more hassle than it's worth a lot of the time.
Except she was on Instagram.
I don't get on Instagram as much as I used to. I've been on Facebook more lately than I have been Instagram. Probably, well, I've been trying to solve. I think a lot of people have that problem. They just don't have anything else to go to. I have my yarn site that I can go to. But my football knitting cal's over now, so I haven't been down there as much.
So what's up with the podcast and the live stream? Hmm?
Hey, none of those people are on here to bother me about that. Why are you?
Oh,
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe, I don't.
probably none of these people were
Probably
in
they
here
don't
last
know.
time.
Striving for a Simple Life. She's emailed me a couple of times about it. About starting a knitting live stream. That's what Tina wants me to do. Excuse me. It's too warm in here. Oh. I had enough sleep last night. But Tina wants me to do a knitting live stream. I was going to do a podcast and just post it like an audio podcast. With, there's a whole bunch of knitting podcasts, and I think it sounds like fun. And probably no one that's in here right now is a knitter, so. Maybe Chris is a knitter in his spare time.
You think?
Some guys knit. I'm sorry, Wicked Chickens. I don't know your first name, so. Actually.
Maybe they don't want you to know their first name.
That could be. I haven't watched any of your videos yet, so. Because I just found you last night, I think.
We may have already been subscribed, but
I don't know. But see, he subscribes to channels, and then I subscribe to channels, but it's all I don't know who he subscribes to because there's really no I don't know. There needs to be a better way to keep track of that.
Did you want to open the package we have from Two Family?
We got a package. It says it was delivered like the 15th or something to the post office. I just picked it up last week.
I'll look into it first. It looks like it's still on here. Chris, I still have live on my end here on the computer. It doesn't mean that doesn't mean it's actually working.
He says it's good.
Okay. It is not a very good stream today. We're just too far away from really good internet.
And we're still a couple years out from having good internet. We're probably gonna be good at internet in a couple years. Okay, so we got you won this, I think. Yeah, you won. I won something, but he's the one that won this during Two Families 10,000 subscriber giveaway.
How about ya?
So I want to open this envelope here. I already know what it is, but I haven't opened it. It's been at the house for a week.
Are you gonna open it?
Yes. Just trying to make that. I'm
Did
not.
you try to make not a bunch of noise?
Yeah. What's yours? You can open it. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure what this was, but we got a smudge paper here. It's even got his picture on it and everything. But Nathan won a grow bag. And Sherry kept feeling so bad because cause that was in December and she didn't get it out in the mail, and I'm like, it's not that big of a deal. It's
a little
snow on the ground.
A little snowy to be cleaned anyway. Yeah.
So we're gonna try.
Try our first grow bag.
I'm not sure what you grow in it, but you know.
No, I hadn't decided yet, but I actually think it might be a sort of a neater thing to do potatoes in. But...
Okay, Missy. I'll try to remember that. Well, I remember some people's names, and I feel really bad. The people who have unique spellings in their names. I remember what their name is, but I don't remember how to spell it when I'm saying hi on the live streams. So I feel bad for it. Like I'll remember what their name is, but I don't know how to spell it. But I don't know if he's Nathan and I'm Jerry, which I say unique spelling of their names, and my name isn't. A lot of people spell my name wrong, which I don't really care. Just
who all got to see the or the pictures? Did you get to see those, Chris? Of the
he came in after that.
I was gonna pull those back up real quick.
Hi, Leanna. I've been wondering. I haven't seen you in any of the live streams, but I haven't been on as many here the last week or so. And
we were on a bunch last night, but that's the first we've really been on live streams this week.
I checked to see if you posted any videos, and you hadn't either. So I was going to resend you an email, but you know how that goes.
So did you want to do the slideshow again?
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. I cracked myself up.
I was going to try to overlay you want me to wait a minute and see if I can do that? Overlay this into here.
Fine. Yeah, I got ready to send you an email last night, Leanna, but obviously that didn't happen since you didn't get one.
All right, I think I'm ready for the pictures.
We're gonna go through our pictures again. The chat's gone though.
Yeah, the chat's gone. Do you want the chat?
Well, we'll just go through them.
There, you've got chat. You've got pictures.
Okay.
I think. Not sure.
Well, it should, because that's what's showing up on. Okay, so this is a picture of our first tree that we tapped this year. Now, we had buckets last year to tap with, but they got repurposed last year when I went to the feed store and bought some chickens. So the tapping buckets got repurposed into feed buckets, which was fine, except we never bought any more tapping buckets.
Or cleaned it up.
Yeah, so we had to use, those are 1 gallon vinegar jugs. Now, they were only on there for, I think, a day and a half.
And they overflowed at least once, if
Yeah.
not twice.
So we went to town
Monday, I think.
Monday, and we bought 10 4-gallon green square buckets. Now, the fact that they're square is hopefully gonna prevent them from being repurposed into feed buckets. I'm hoping that that'll be like a signal that they're not supposed to be feed buckets.
We also, and I'm going to have a video coming out about it, but we also did measure all these trees this year.
Except it's funny because the tree that's on the screen right now got 3 buckets, and it none of them have full. Have you got any side of that?
I haven't actually taken any off.
But then one other tree, we only put 1 bucket on it because
It's hollow.
it's hollow. And well, I don't know how much of it's hollow though. I know there's a hollow spot in the base because the cats come up in there, but I don't know. Never investigated. So we only put 1 bucket on that tree, and that bucket has been full at least once.
This tree, going back to this other one,
This is
I mean, and I haven't went back out in that picture since we had buckets on, but that tree produces really, really well. It's I believe it's a white oak, or
Yeah.
white
maple.
white maple, and they're really tall and straight, but they seem to hollow out at the base, and I don't know how destructive that is, but almost.
I don't know, just that one. That one's not hollow.
This one, yeah, this one's hollow too. If you go down, you can find it. There's a spot where it's starting to hollow out. These aren't nearly the high sugar content the sugar maple would be. I don't think we have a single sugar maple here that on purpose anyway.
But
And the one out front is a red. I think it's a red maple, and it seems like it's a really short window on the run for that. This one, and they're much later. That's why I don't think we're getting sap yet. But
we our conservation district or soil and water district, they sell sugar. Well, they have a whole bunch of different trees you can. But that pre-order should be starting soon. We should just go ahead and order. Now, when you order them from the soil and water, they're really tiny. But they're just twigs, so it's going to take 25 or 30 years to get. But that'll be something for our kids too. Okay, see you later, Chris. Thanks for stopping by.
all right, do you want to go through the rest of these?
Yeah. Here's the horse.
Again,
She's right on top of you all the time when you're out in the field.
and then
This was the second calf. We had 3 calves born in the last week and a half. And this was when Nathan and I went out and tagged the second one. As far as I know, the third one hasn't been tagged, but it was just born last night.
no, this was the first one. This is when you went out and tagged with your brother.
No, I had the brown sweatshirt on.
Oh, okay.
So this is the little bull calf, the second one born this week. he somehow and somehow he got on the other side into another pasture. I mean, he just went underneath the fence, but somehow he got underneath there and kept going. But when he tried to come back, he kept hitting the electric fence. So I don't know. When he was born, I know he was with his mom. He didn't go underneath the fence at birth. I saw him with his mom when he was born. But he was born on Monday, the day we ran into town. So as we were leaving, I saw that there was a new calf born, but we were only going to be gone a couple hours, so I just thought I'd get it when I got home. By the time we got home and out there, he was on the other side of the fence, and he hadn't nursed yet, because her udder was still completely full, and we got him tagged and put on the right side of the fence, and
Yeah, but you got a lot more snow there than we've got, and
yeah, you live in Minnesota.
I wouldn't want to have calves on the ground from that much snow.
Well, and actually, I don't think we were supposed to have calves yet. The herdsman told me that we weren't going to. That's just my brother. I think he said we weren't supposed to have calves until like second week of March or something.
This was last night. I went out, thought it was going to be a pretty nice sunset, and by the time I got out, the sun was already gone. I just didn't get there quick enough. But that's the first calf, right?
And there's a rare sighting of my brother. That was the first calf born this week, which is not the first calf this season. It's just she was born last weekend.
But he was home.
He was home, so he went out and helped me. Yeah, I know. We had calves born last year. We had like 3 or 4 calves born one day, and it was right before a snowstorm. And one of them was the first calf heifer, 2-year-old, and I had to help that one nurse. But Petunia just left us. Oh yeah, we sold a load of calves too.
Hello, Copper Kettle Farms.
Hey, look, I'm on the bed. She was the one that was having some problems getting her other half out of bed.
But you got out.
I got out.
Great.
And this is our goat. This was when that first half calf was born this week. We went out and the goat was hiding behind one of the heifers. And here's my bull.
Your bowl?
Yeah, that one's mine. I'll take full responsibility for it. My Abe. We got rid of a bull this week, or that was last weekend, 2 weekends ago. And my brother's like, well, I know you don't want to get rid of yours, so he got rid of his. We're back to the beginning.
Alright.
I don't know. Some animals you develop a deeper attachment to than others. Brockle is one of them.
Maybe.
And Abe.
We could all this work again. We want it in 2 weeks. So far, every time I went to go do this, I have to start over. No, it's not just the fault of...
Yeah, I thought of something this week though. My Brockle, my brown and white one, she's getting up there. I think she's at least 10, if not 11. But she's a crossbred and she's not registered, so I don't, off the top of my head, I don't remember what year she was born. She still has her calf tag in though. Her birthday is in March, because it says what day she was born, it just doesn't say the year.
Brockle was here when we came, but...
Well, she was born before we were married. Just, I don't remember what year she was. My brother and I were arguing about it.
When she was born, or...
Yeah, what year she was born? He thought she was born in 11, but I know she was born in 11. But a lot of our older records are. My mom used to keep them on paper, and they never got transferred over to electronic. So. We have cows that are older than 12. I don't know.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay. I think Coral might be our oldest one. She's 15. Well, Crystal, we did not choose to have the goat. The goat was my younger cousin's first 4-H project. She had a set of twin boys that she showed as market goats at the fair. And it was her first year 4-H, she couldn't stand to have them be butchered. So we ended up with one, and another girl we know ended up with the other one. And he's still here. And she's a junior, or should be a senior. I think she's a junior. She's not a senior. She's a junior in high school this year, so it's been 9 years. So he's about 9 years old.
Lightning.
Yeah. I'm trying to find, in case he shared it. Let's see. Shared with me. I don't know why I had to do this right this second. Why do I have to verify my password? Anyway, I'm pretty sure Coral is our oldest cow, and she's about 15.
I've been trying to get rid of some of the older ones.
Yeah, we sold a bunch of older ones
2 years ago.
2 falls ago. But we had Hope. She was 17 when she died 2 winters ago. Maybe it was 3 winters ago. She was 17 though. We weren't gonna keep that one, I don't think. I don't know. I was only like 7 or 8, something like that. But I think her mom died either shortly. I don't know exactly, but I think she was a bottle baby, and so we kept her. And the old ones definitely have more of a chance than the younger ones of stealing your heart because they've been here for so long. Crystal, what kind of goats do you have? Do you milk yours? I don't remember. We're thinking about getting some goats. I'm not sure what kind we get though. Well, we have a whole bunch of blackberry bramble bushes along our ditch line. So I want to clean that up because it's starting to come into the field. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want dwarf goats. I don't know. People really talk highly of those Kikos, but I don't know if I can find any of those around here. I've had boar goats in the past, and I had a dairy. We had a dairy goat, but I don't remember what breed she was. Casey did. Yeah, we've had 4-H. We had goats. I think I only showed goats 2 years in 4-H now. Yeah, I don't know, what, people speak really highly of those Kikos. I don't know.
So if we're raising a meat goat, then the Kikos. If you're raising a dairy, then maybe something different.
Well, that mother udder, Craig and Jesse last night, they were saying that they milk their Kikos. I'm pretty sure that's what they said, which I don't know. Oh, okay, so it's funny that you say that, Leanna.
Bull wrestler.
Yeah, his cousin calls him bull wrestler, so at least he used to. We don't see him very much anymore. But it'll be something. Go to be something for fucking what? Oh,
No,
it's
don't
too
do that.
warm in here. But go to be something for Farm Kid 1 to take care of her farm chore. Or the chickens, I don't know.
Chickens. I was just looking to see if it.
I honestly hate wrestling cows though. Man, you always get hurt when you're trying to. We were just when we got rid of that load of calves. It's a really long story, but we had to clean off some ear tags to double check which ones we were keeping. And oh, my brother, he got his feet stepped on, and I wasn't even planning on. I went down to the barn in just my moccasins because I was just. My dad had stopped up here, and Farm Kid 1 wanted to go down with him in the truck, so I let her. I walked down to pick her up and just had my moccasins on, and then my dad got a call about his cousin coming to pick up calves, and so I had to borrow my mom's boots, and my feet are bigger than hers, and so I don't know. Anyway, I didn't want to be out there anyway. No, I did not wear my moccasins in the calf pen. Oh, no. Well, not that I wouldn't, but I was loading calves out. I knew that.
I was gonna say, I don't know if we can talk too much about not squished toes when we go out and wash on the wash rack with sandals on. So I mean,
Okay, Missy. Thanks for stopping by and being here while you can. I understand. Especially in the afternoon, you got a lot of stuff you need to do. Just, this is what time works for us. We're not having,
a good one.
yeah, so. Okay, so growing up, I always wore flip-flops to go wash the cows. Because you get water in your boots anyway. So then let's just... But, my whole family and now Nathan, they just... Sometimes... Now that I'm an adult and I'm not out with 4-H kids getting a bath, it's not so bad. I mean, some of the adults still don't know how to wash cows, which is ridiculous, but whatever. I threatened to... At the one fair we showed at, there was a whole bunch of dairy feeders out in the wash rack. I'm not sure why they were out there that late in the morning. They should not have been. You're supposed to have your chores done in the morning. But we waited for all the 4-H kids to get their calves washed up. And this kid walks out there, starts tying his calves up next to me. I said, now I'm going to warn you. I get sprayed, I'm spraying back. He goes, well, I'm not washing. I'm going to make my mom do it. I'm like, no, wait a second. You're like 15, 16. You should be washing your own cows, but whatever. But yeah, I'm starting to warn these kids that come up there on the wash rack. If I get wet, you get wet. I'm getting too old to get a bath on the wash rack.
Getting old and set in your ways, are you?
I've been set in my ways. Oh, yeah, I was in 4-H for 10 years, and I showed an FFA too, and we're still showing. So, yeah, I don't know if we're gonna show this year at one of the fairs. I don't know. We'll see.
You
Probably
don't have to show them on my account.
probably still show at the one though. I don't know.
You have to run a petting zoo.
Yeah. I'm in charge of the petting zoo, so. I have my first meeting about the petting zoo, so I'll be at fair a whole bunch this year. More than I was last year. I think I missed 2 days last year. And I think I'll have to be there every day this year. But I get a free pass. Oh, yeah. That's
The place Jerry started working was on the farm home.
yeah. I never had a job until I was after college. No, I didn't graduate, but I went to college. Then I came home and I got a job. Now my brother, he started working at 16 or 17. I don't remember. But we lived on the farm, so yeah, I could see big problems if we hadn't moved back home, we would still, like when we lived in town, we didn't come every day. Even when we had chickens here, my dad did the chores like every other day, and we'd come every other day. Oh, yeah. Working in a fast food restaurant or burger joint, but you can't change the past now, so. Now you get to live there full time.
Did you feed the chickens this morning?
I haven't made it out back. I went out for it.
Just wondering.
I didn't feed the cats either.
That's a bigger crime according to the cats. We probably should go.
Yeah. We have to go celebrate a birthday. I don't know what time. There's your Green Dream.
Hi, Green Dream Project.
We gotta go celebrate a birthday. I'm not sure what time we're. Well, Nathan wishes the cats would revolt and they'd go away.
I don't mind cats most of the time, but the last couple weeks they've been really bad about wanting to come in the garage every time the door's open. And most of them won't leave. That's the problem I have.
Well, the problem is my cat died end of November or December, beginning of December. And he was the boss. So now the orange and white one's starting to think he's the boss. And he can do what Sir did.
I slept in today for the first time in about 3 weeks.
Maybe longer.
Yeah, at least 3 weeks. I know it's been at least 3 weeks. This last week I didn't sleep very good at all. And so this morning when the alarm went off and I was actually still asleep enough to snooze it, I did for over an hour, and it was really great. And she was sleeping well enough that she only thought the alarm went off twice or something like
I
that.
knew it kept going off, but I thought it was more than 10 minutes in between. I thought it was like half an hour in between.
But anyway, I got to sleep in, so I didn't get stuff done this morning. But I think the computer's all fixed, and so I finished that up this morning. So I need to just back that up.
I always have weird sleep hours.
You do, don't you? Always have weird sleep hours.
But if you get new hours at work, maybe eventually. If you go back on first shift for a while.
They're making lemonades from lemons.
Shayla.
At least we both of us to say one. Yeah, I have had a lot of PC problems, and I've spent all the time I was available at home for the last week in here trying to reconstruct the hard drives that failed, and it and I think this morning I'm finally back to, I think about 98% of it restored. I don't think I'm gonna get the other 2% back, but now I just have to create a backup, and I'm real close to being done, and I'm ready to be done with the computer all the time.
Yeah, because he'd come home from work and work on the computer for an hour and a half, 2-3 hours, whatever. And then go to sleep, wake up, come back down here, mess around with it, spend a little bit of time with us, and then go to work. And just kept repeating and repeating and repeating.
Needless to add, I spent a lot of time in here trying to fix it, and I thought that I was going to be like done with it last weekend, and I didn't realize it was such a lengthy process even once you knew what you were doing. So, because each one of the scans that I've done on the hard drives takes anywhere from 5 to 6 hours to as long as 24 hours, and so you don't really get to do anything during that 24 hours but sit and watch. So I think all of those are done. And so now all I have to do is kick in the backups after. I had a terrible time sleeping this week. I haven't been able to stay asleep. I have blackout curtains, and I think that the sun has moved just far enough again that what?
Well, you took the Velcro off. He had Velcro there, and the Velcro was starting to come off.
It wasn't sticking right.
But it was working better, so he took it off because he was going to sew it on. And I don't know what spare time you were going to sew it on in. And I don't sew. I don't even sew buttons on. I'm not going to go sew Velcro curtains.
Well, anyway, the blackout curtain's not working right, and the sun is waking me up again. It's getting bright enough, early enough that it's waking me up again. And so I've only got about 6 hours every day during the day, and then very little sleep after that because I set those scans up and then I come down here and work again. So yeah, I'll get straightened back out. Hopefully.
But hopefully the computer's good to go again, and
well, as soon as we're done with the live stream, I'm going to kick in the first set of backups, and makes the computer really noisy. It's a little noisier today, but no, not yet.
but so
Well, I can't sew very well. She should have led with that. I know how to make the sewing machine go up and down with thread in it. That's about the extent of my sewing. But I thought that given that the adhesive backing that came on the Velcro wasn't holding the curtain anymore, the really rough stitch across the top of the Velcro would be better than that. Oh, the sun. Oh, yeah. Well, it doesn't like to be unplugged in the middle of the day.
yeah, let's not unplug the sun. I like the sun.
But you think that would cause catastrophic failure?
Yeah, I think so.
For you or me?
The whole world.
Yeah, so I was just hoping that I could just run a stitch up it real quick to hold it on better than the adhesive backing was, because you were having to re-stick it every day, and I thought, well, that'd be something that I wouldn't have to do and I could just go to bed. But she's right, I messed it up. But
I'm gonna buy a twin size mattress and just put you in with the closets, and then there's no windows, so
I do work nights.
for the last going on almost 3 years. But he put a bid on another job at work, so it would be probably, you could technically call it swing shifts, but you only switch every 6 months or something.
It could be as often as 3 months.
But it hasn't been. Like they switch, they'll do first shift for 6 months, they'll switch to second shift for 6 months, then they go to third shift for 6 months, and then
I dislike third. She's a night owl. I never really was. I'm pretty happy with more of a first shift. I don't like to go in as early as that requires.
I was for 8
but-
years or so. I worked first shift, or 7 years, something like that. So, and we start at 5:45 in the morning, and it was, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes to go to work, whatever it is, and so I was used to staying up or getting up early in the morning, but since I haven't been working and he's been on third shift, my sleep schedule has been all messed up.
And I've never found a good way to sleep on night shift.
Yeah, FA1 really hates that because she likes him to be here when she goes to sleep. So she sleeps better when he's here. Yeah, when one of the factories I worked at, you switched every 6 weeks. You'd be on, first shift for 6, second shift for 6, and third shift. But I cannot imagine switching every 7 days.
I like days the best. I have worked every shift now at this place, and days is my favorite. Although I didn't know it at the time, I thought it'd be nice to be off of days because they start really early. But
Yep. Everyone starts either 5:45 or 6, or most everybody, for day shift, or first shift.
But-
And then,
but third shift is much worse, and it's not. I don't mind it, except I switch back for the weekends, and that's probably what the dark part is. And maybe it would be better off for me if I just stayed on third shift schedule, but nobody's up in the middle of the night, so.
we stay up till, I could stay up to 2 or 3.
Okay, well, we probably should go. Yeah, that's the biggest problem, Anna. But it does pay the bills, and consistently. That's why I'm really happy that she doesn't have to go in every day.
Yeah. I imagine the greenhouse doesn't pay though. See, I don't think second shift would be that bad. He doesn't want to work second because everyone complains about they don't see your kids. Well, our kid isn't old enough to be in school yet, so it doesn't matter. And
Well, if I get this job, we'll get to find out, probably.
everyone here complains about second, or maybe not everyone, but most of the people that we talk to complain about second shift. But I was friends with all the old farts, so. What's what first shift is in there? It's just a bunch of mostly old farts. Which, I'm not saying that to be mean, it's just is what it is. You work at the same place for 35 years or whatever. You're not a spring chicken anymore. I don't know. I mean, I think second shift would be good because you don't have to get up at the sunrise or before sunrise, and I don't know. I just think it'd be good. But we'll see. Hopefully you get to find out anyway. The pay increase would be nice. Alrighty.
Yep.
I don't think we're going off of lunch, but
Okay.
well, like and I know I was going to title it. Nathan asked me what I wanted to title this, but I couldn't remember. But I was going to do something about we won't be doing this for 4 years or something, because it's the bonus day.
Oh, yeah. And we
I
won't.
knew that I had something I couldn't think of it.
Well, I think I said something about it too, but yeah, this day won't occur again for 40 more years. So
Yeah, and if it's your birthday today, then
you won't have one for 4 years.
yeah. That's what we have. We have a birthday to go celebrate today, so you don't get very many of those if you're born on leap day. See, he's not 28. You started third shift when you were 28, didn't you?
Yeah.
27 or 28, something like that.
I didn't actually think it was too bad for the first year or so. And it just seems like it gets harder all the time. And I really do. It's much harder for me in the winter. I really need that time out in the sun, and because it's so short time and it's at the wrong time, I don't get it in the winter. So it makes it much easier for me to become depressed or...
Seasonal depression.
Yeah. Oh, no, we're not going away for 4 years, just a day.
No.
I'm not planning on it anyway.
No, you're going into hibernation for 4 years. And if you've got your Clyde garden planner, I just started looking at it today. We can start planting. We can plant cabbages this week.
Well, we need to get onions set up in here if we're not doing sets, because those can be planted now because they go out real soon.
I need to get some onion seeds ordered. We need to order seeds in general. I got the seeds out this morning to go through, but we didn't have a chance.
We need to go through seeds real quick and make sure we order what we want to grow. I know we don't have everything, but I didn't want to order anything we already had. So,
Leanna, what's your last frost date? Do you know off the top of your head?
You don't talk about last frost dates.
No, I was just curious.
Hers is probably forever.
Never mind. I just looked. Just the state in general is a couple weeks behind us. See, she's got her seeds. I haven't even ordered any seeds.
We've been busy.
Yeah. I don't even know what I need to order, actually. Like, I didn't even... Yeah. Ours is the 29th or 30th of April, so somewhere in that. I don't know, it depends on where you look. So it's getting close, two more months, but you've got 2.5 or 3 months.
Let's say I've been doing recording greenhouse temperatures, and those are getting to be quite a bit warmer than it is outside most of the time, as long as it's not a sustained group of days. Like, I think it's like more than 4, then you start seeing the ground freeze inside the greenhouse.
Oh my!
Does that seem like a long... There was frost and...
It's summer at the end of June here. Woo!
You're not moving to Minnesota?
I'm not moving to Minnesota. I have no desire to move to Minnesota.
That doesn't surprise me. You made this comment lots and lots of times.
My brother keeps talking about moving to Alaska. I think he's...
Crazy.
Of course, Alaska, their frost dates are the same as Minnesota, so...
I really want to try to plant by the moon, but we have... So the 2 years that I wanted to do it so far, or last year when I wanted to do it, I guess it was last year when I wanted to do it, I didn't because I didn't do it because we were racing to get caught back up by the time I actually got out to plant seeds. So
Actually, okay, so looking at Alaska versus Minnesota, I Alaska, actually, the last frost date is before Minnesota. I cannot move to a place that call it I call it Minnesota. I can't do it. I almost was talking Missouri, but I call that Missouri, so I don't know if I can move there either. I have lots of names of places. Some of them are not so nice that I cannot say it. Like Cincinnati, that has another name, but I'm not saying that on the camera.
We need to.
I don't know. I'm having fun now. Yeah, I don't know. That shocks me though. That Alaska has the, but I mean they get like 23 hours of sunlight up there, so I guess that shouldn't surprise me. Yeah, I'm pretty happy in Ohio most of the time.
I just don't like driving in snow or ice. That's what I don't like. I don't mind the snow outside the house particularly. It's cold, but you could come back inside where it's warm. But I don't like to drive in it.
But I think in Ohio, I mean, you do get snow, and there's tornadoes here occasionally. I mean, some of my family members, like just in 45 minutes north of us, they've had a tornado at their property. So we do get tornadoes, but not very often. Not like out west. We don't get hurricanes.
So the worst you have to deal with is snow and cold?
Pretty much. So, and you don't have to have like 120 degree dry temperature. It's a dry heat or whatever.
Talking to you, Arizona. We're talking to you.
I mean, I know that you have the ocean, and the ocean is beautiful. And I've thought about moving there, but then I thought hurricanes, and I'm like, I cannot live there. So, I think Ohio. I don't think I could live in Michigan because that's ingrained in you to not, like that OH.
I
Yeah. So.
can't live in Michigan because of that.
Yeah, I think you can live in Michigan.
Alright, well we should go.
Yeah, probably. Leanna could just move here.
Can't afford farm ground here.
We all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to have already lived here.
It's not as bad as California, though. So.
Buying ground.
Buying stuff in general. You pay $650,000 for a shack. Okay, I'm getting eyes here, so it's time to go.
We've been on for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I think maybe the only person left is Leanna though. Oh,
Hey, Wide.
hi. I don't know.
You don't know why we're still live, or you don't?
I don't know how many people are still on here. Since there's 4 watching. Well, we're supposed to go out today for that birthday, and you gotta go tag a calf probably, unless my brother did it, which I haven't heard, so I don't know. But that calf needs tagged before.
Yeah.
Been there.
Still there.
Yeah. Especially when there's teething happening and there's no sleep happening. You sleep when you can.
We had times like that.
Yeah, not that long ago either. Yeah, I understand completely. It's don't feel bad on my account. I understand. Sometimes my little one's up till 2 or 3 in the morning just because teething or I don't know.
So you ready to go?
Yeah, I have stuff to go do.
So I didn't have anything to eat yet today, so.
I did, but you had coffee. So we've had fun.
Thanks for showing up and talking with us. And
Yeah.
we'll be back again. I think we'll go ahead and say we'll be back again in 2 weeks. So
I think what they've been using that Streamlabs to go live stream. Yeah, Liam.
that would be fun. And I don't know how well that would work. We just have to try it and see. I know that
Because
our internet is very, very iffy most of the time. And so if I'm reading somebody else's image in, I don't know whether that would work. But I'd certainly be willing to try it though sometime with somebody.
Yeah. I'll try to get an email out because I haven't talked to you in a while. I'll send an email to you, Leanne.
And
Maybe just say hi. I don't know.
we'll be back in 2 weeks.
I think we should be able to. Yeah, let's just plan on it. What is it?
So you want the date?
The 14th.
Yeah. So March 14th, we're going to do Saturday at noon.
Yeah, we'll plan on the 14th at noon. I don't think we have anything that day, so should be able to do that. Okay. So, thanks for joining us. I know we've went long here, but
We had fun.
yeah, I had fun.
And I'm just going to keep pushing her to do a podcast or a live stream knitting, so I am. I've just been really busy with the computer, and so I haven't had time to put it up, even if she wanted to do it.
So, see ya.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming. Push the wrong button.